Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind me, I'm rocking all of these baby things that I've made here, and as you can see, they're looking super cute. Anyways, if you're a new viewer, I would like to officially welcome you to my channel and thank you for joining us today. But I'm going to show you guys how to crochet this cute baby hat here. And the reason I'm having all of these around me today is because I've already done the video for this. So please go ahead and check it out. It's in my channel. And this is just a baby blanket and it's a regular, very basic block stitch. So if you would like to learn how to do this or just want to, get some inspiration to make something different, please go check this video out. I have also already made the booties, the baby booties, which is like these guys are just like so adorable, you guys. It's crazy how cute they are. But I've already made a video for this as well. So this is part 1 of the set, part 2. And then like I said, finally, I'm going to be working on this in this video, which is part 3 of the full set. So I'm excited to finish it because I've been working on it for the last couple of weeks and I'm actually I just want to see everything done. And yeah, so I hope you guys can join me and please stay to the end of the video because you would like to know how to do this whole set, right? So anyways, go grab your things, go grab your hooks, go grab your yarn, go grab whatever you need, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so before we get started, these are the materials I'll be using for this project. So as you can see here, I'm using the same color that I used for the baby booties. This is from Loops and Threads. It's called Snuggly Wuggly. This is called Blue Yonder for the color. And of course, as usual, I'll put all the information in the description box so you know the size and the recommended hook size and all of that. And the other color that I'll be using as well is this navy blue, and it's the same brand, so I'll put all that information in here. I'm also using the same crochet hook size that I used for the baby blanket, the baby booties, and now the hat. As you can see here, it's a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, which is also a size G6. Okay, so I'm keeping it consistent by using the same crochet hook, and of course we're gonna need our scissors to cut our strands at the end. Okay, all right, so let's get started. All right, so to get this project started, the first thing we're going to do is we'll start with our magic circle. Okay, so to do the magic circle, I do the same thing that I would do when I do a slip knot. I make a circle in around my thumb like that. Then I slip it off my thumb. I put my crochet hook through it. I yarn over, I bring it through. But instead of letting this space here close, I leave it on because that's our magic circle. Okay, and then I'll chain 1. So with keeping my magic circle continuously open here, I am going to do a double crochet into the magic circle. And this is how I do my double crochet, also how everybody should be doing double crochet. Okay, and you just yarn over, you go through the magic circle. You have 3 loops on the hook. You yarn over, you pull 3, 2, yarn over, pull 3, 2. Okay, so that's 2 double crochets here. And the first chain 1 that we did doesn't count as a stitch, so this is our 2 stitches so far, and we're going to go ahead and do 10 more to make it 12. Okay, so go ahead and do 10 more double crochets in the magic circle. Alright guys, so I have my 12 double crochets into the magic circle here. So as you can see, the circle is still super big. So what we will do to close up the magic circle is we just take the hanging strand from where we started off the magic circle and we pull it, and that kind of closes the space like that. And that's what you want, okay? And then to start our second row, we're going to go into, this is our first stitch here. So not this chain 1 right here, but this is the first stitch right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a slip stitch on top of that first double crochet like that. So as you can see, you have a full circle now. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and chain 2. Okay, and in that same stitch here, we're going to do a double crochet. Okay, just like that. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do one double crochet. Sorry about that. So 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to move on to the next stitch and do 2 double crochets in that stitch. So that's 1 and that's 2. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the next stitch and do 1 double crochet in that stitch. And then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So that's 1, 2, and we're going to continue this until we get to the end of row 2 here. So go ahead and finish off, and then when you get to the end of row 2, come back and I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, so I have one more stitch here. So as you can see, I did a double crochet, 2 double crochets in this stitch here. As you can see, this is 1, 2, then I did 1 here, and in this final space here, final stitch, I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in that stitch. Okay, so that's 1 and then 2. Okay, so there you go. So as you can see, our work is already starting to bend in like this. Okay, and then we're going to connect this side to this side by doing a slip stitch on top of the previous double crochet stitch that we did, just like that. Okay, so that's the end of your row 2, and for the beginning of row 3 we're going to chain 2, and then in that stitch here you're going to do a double crochet. In the next stitch here you're going to do another double crochet, and then another double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then on top of these previous 2 double crochets in the same stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets in that same stitch. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to move on and do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, another double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets on top of this stitch here. Okay, so as you can see here, we're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch, 2 double crochet, 1 in each stitch, and then we do 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and then we do that same pattern until we get to the end of this row 3 here. Okay, so go ahead and do so, and then when you get to the end of this row, come back and I'll show you what to do next. Alright guys, so I'm at the end of row 3 here, as you can see. So again, this is how our hat is starting to look. We're starting to see the shape coming together here, and at the end of this row 3 I have one more stitch here. So I'm going to do, as you can see, I did my double crochet stitch in the same 2 double crochets in the same stitch here, and so in the next one we're going to do 1 double crochet stitch, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and do a slip stitch on top of these, not the chain 2, but like the first double crochet stitch that we did, just like that. Okay, so that is the end of our row 3. Okay, and so I would like you guys to go ahead and do 4 more rows of this. So 1, 2, 3. You can do however many depending on how big the hat is. Like I said earlier, this is for newborn, so about, let's say, 3 to 6 months, because they stretch quite a bit, so about a 6-month-old can wear it. But so you make it to the size that you're looking to have, and then come back, so we can start to not continue to increase, because the reason we're doing 2 double crochets every so often in the same stitch is because we're continuing to increase the circumference of it. So for you to stop doing that, go ahead and do, I usually do like half the rows, so I will do a total of 6 to 7 rows like this. So I already have 3, as you can see here, so I will do 3 more or 4 more, and then I'll come back and show you guys how to then just decrease, not quite decrease, but like continue to do it so that it goes straight. Okay, so I'll see you guys when you get to the number of rows that you need for the increases. Alright guys, so I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I ended up doing 8 rows for the increase section of this hat. So what I'm going to do here is, like, as you can see, I did my last double crochet in this stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch on top of the last double crochet here, which is the beginning of this row, just like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 2 just like we've been doing, and I'm going to crochet double crochet in that stitch here. Okay, and then I'm going to do double crochets pretty much around the hat. So we're not doing the double crochets, 2 double crochets in the same stitch anymore. We're just going to go ahead and do a double crochet in each stitch all around the hat until we get back to this section here, and then we're going to slip stitch, chain 2, and continue to do that. Okay, and what we're doing at that point now is that instead of us continuously expanding it out this way, we are now going to be building this hat upwards like this. Okay, so that's the point of not increasing anymore. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do about 4 rows of this, and then I want to come back and change the color because I would like to do 2 rows of the navy blue color before I go back and finish it off with maybe 2 more rows of this light blue color. Okay, alright guys, so I have completed my 4 rows of the not increasing anymore. So as you can see, this is how the hat looks so far. But anyway, so I'm going to change my color here, and we're going to do 2 rows of the navy blue. But before we do that, I'm going to do my slip stitch on top of the previous double crochet, just like we've been doing, just like that. And then I'm going to bring in my scissors. There you go. And I'm going to cut my yarn somewhere right there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in our navy blue color. And then we're going to attach that, and then we're going to do 2 rows of that, change the color back to this baby blue, do 2 final rows of that, and then do 1 final row of a single crochet before we're done our hat. So I will show you how to change the color here. Oops, sorry about that. I will show you how to change the color here, and then you will go ahead and do the rest of it on your own. Okay, so this is how I change my color. So as you can see, I undid my slip stitch and then went back in. So instead of actually pulling it through, I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to bring in my other color, bring it through like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull these 2 strands tight so I can tighten it like this. Okay, and then I'm going to do my chain 2 here. So 1, 2, and then do my double crochet in that stitch here, and then of course continue to do my double crochets around the hat for 2 rows. And then when I get to the end of the 2 rows, I'm going to change my color back to the baby blue, this color, do 2 more rows of this, and then I'm going to come back to show you guys how to do a final row of single crochet, just to snatch it in, just to make it kind of, you know, finish, have a nice finish at the end. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I did my 2 rows in the navy blue, which is just to add this stripe close to the rim of the hat here. And then of course I then changed the color back to the baby blue, and I did 2 more rows of that, and we are at the end of that second row. So I'm going to go ahead and do a slip stitch right here, just like we've been doing all throughout this project. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 row of the single crochet stitch. So I'm just going to chain 1 after that, and then I'm going to go to the next stitch and just go ahead and do a single crochet, and then move on to the next stitch, and then move on to the next stitch, and so on and so forth. So what I would like you guys to do is continue to do this all around. And when you come back to this beginning here where we started the single crochet, come back to the video, and I will go ahead and show you guys how to just fasten it off and be done, and we will be done our little baby boy's hat. Okay, all right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so we are pretty much done here. So I just completed my final row of the single crochet stitch. I have 1 more to do here, and in this final one I'm actually gonna make it a slip stitch. So as you can see, I'm going right into it here. It's a little bit tight, and I'm just gonna make it into a slip stitch, and then I'm going to grab my scissors and cut that off, and we're done. Okay, so as you can see, we're just gonna cut these off here. I don't like to waste too much yarn, so I cut really small here. But if you are to be weaving in your ends, then you would like to do it a little bit longer, so you have enough yarn to be able to weave it in. but I don't weave it in, so I'm just gonna end it like that here. And then, so this is pretty much how our hat looks like. It's done. Okay, it's nice and cute. It's all these baby blue color with this navy blue color strip on it. I think that is super cute. But let's go ahead and finish these off here, and then I will show you the other two that I've already done. So I'm just gonna bring this in here, and then we're gonna take it onto the other side. So this is my inside of the hat here. So I'm bringing it in, and then we're going to do one more final thing here. We're going to knot it right here like that. So again, if you weave it in, go ahead and weave in your end here so that you can hide it completely, but this is just how I do it. I'm going to cut these off here. Okay, and just FYI as well, I went ahead and knotted this section here, which is where we connected the baby blue and the navy blue, and then as well as here where we connected the navy blue and the baby blue. I have already done that, so go ahead and do that. We have the middle part as well, which I am going to knot here in just 2 seconds. So that's one. We're going to do one more knot. There you go. And then we're going to cut these off as well. There you go. And this is the inside of the hat, so you don't have to worry about the edges showing there. So this is pretty much it, you guys. So it's done. This is for your newborn to about 6 months old. If it's a newborn and it's too big, you just fold it so that it's nice and it fits better like that. But I think when the hats are like this size, you can actually have the baby wear it until they're a little bit older, which is a good idea. But I'm also going to show you guys these two that I did. So as you can see, this is a little bit on the smaller side. So if the baby was 0 to 3 months, this is what you would probably be having them wear. And then maybe 3 to 6 months, they can switch on to this. And then when they are 6 to 9 months or even older, they can switch to this. So as you can see, I made them so that they're a little bit bigger than the other. So you can see here, this is a little bit bigger. And then as you can see here, oops, there you go. And then as you can see here, this is the smallest one here, okay? Hey guys, thank you so much for staying to the end. That was fun. I'm so happy that we did that together. And if you stayed to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe, because clearly you like the content and maybe you want to see more, and I have a whole bunch of other videos that you can go look at. But thank you so much for staying on, and I would like you guys also to just hit the notification bell so that when I post, you get a notification that says I have posted something. Not everything may be for you, but like you will see what it is. You will see the title of the video and you will say, nope, not today, I'm gonna not watch it. But in case it's something that you'll be interested to checking it out, please hit the notification bell, because you'll be reminded and every time I post a video. And also comment below if you have anything to say, whether it's just to say hello, whether to say how the weather is where you are. Just comment below, and then of course don't forget to like and share the video with your friends. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao ciao. Mwah.